Alright, so today we're going to be looking at angles. How to measure and classify angles. I know when you were in 3rd grade you learned about angles, remember? The small ones are cute. Which ones are exactly 90 degrees?
Right.
Good. And what happens when they're super big? Obtuse. So we're going to look more closely at that today. Exactly, when they're straight, it's a straight line. So we're also going to look at it today, and we're going to measure them with something called a protractor. How many of you have ever heard of a protractor?
I have them.
Wow. Okay, great. Okay, so we're going to move on. Let's go. So this is just a quick sheet for us to refresh our memory about things that you have already learned about angles. So we know that we have an end point and then an arrow. Remember that? Remember we did that in 3rd grade?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a ray. And we label our rays from the first point to the last point. So this is ray BA, BA. Here is ray BC, BC. Good. So the end point of those two, so the very end of these two is called a vertex, because it's also right there. Angle B. I can write it out like that. Angle B. I can do a little line like that. When I'm writing my notes, I can just do a little line like that. That means angle B. I can also say angle ABC or angle CBA. They're both the same. ABC, the letter that's going to be in the middle. The letter that's going to be in the middle is where the angle is. Okay, question?
Is it always going to be ABC?
No. They'll have different numbers, or different letters, excuse me. They might say X, Y, Z. So then you'll have to find the angle for Y. So that was a good question. So this side is called the interior. Everything from this to that is the exterior. This thing right here, see it has numbers on it?
Protractor.
That is a protractor.
Knew it.
I line it up and it tells me what degree the angle is at.
You know the numbers on the inside, what are the numbers on the outside?
I'm glad you asked. So there are some numbers on the inside, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
90-degree angle.
Which is going to give us our right angle. And then it keeps going. You have to determine, and then the other side it says 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So you have to determine, is it an acute angle, is it an obtuse angle, or is it a right angle? So I look at this, and I have a couple different choices on this. It is wide, so it is obtuse, very good. So I look at it, and I either have 135 degrees or 45 degrees. Is this angle going to be 135, or is it going to be 45? 135. Because we know that anything that is less than 90 degrees, it's skinny, is acute. Very good. We're going to practice. There is a way to use the protractor. So I'm going to do click. Hey, where'd it go? It's supposed to come up. There we go. So there's my protractor.
Can't see it.
Can't. So what I'm going to do, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to move my protractor. Now you see I can either go down on the bottom edge, or there's a little line above it that says 180 degrees or 0 degrees. Do you see that right there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put it on that line. And I'm going to line up my angle D. See, so there's a different one. It's not A, B, or C. This one's angle D. I'm going to line it right there on that middle point. You see where it crosses? Let's see, okay, got it. So I'm going to line it up right there. So that line, that bottom line is right on that 180 degrees because it's straight. Now, I have a choice. It says, 30 degrees or 150 degrees.
30 degrees.
Wait, talk with your neighbor. Why do you think it's 30 degrees or why do you think it's 150 degrees?
Because it's not obtuse or a right angle. It's less than 90 degrees.
And what kind of angle did you say it was? I heard you discussing
And
that.
acute.
Thank you, an acute angle. Very good.